analyst from Arete Research. Shawn, thanks a lot for your time. So I've seen a figure in terms of potential inflows as a result of this upgrading to primary listing of as much as $20 billion into Baba over the next 6 months. Does that sound right to you?
Well, I don't have a strong perception or a forecast of how much cash or money will flow to Baba. I think the delisting definitely will help to support Baba's share price. On the other hand, we are more focusing on the fundamental. So we have a buy rating on Baba. We actually upgraded Baba about 2 months ago. We think that Baba is actually in a better position than its peers, mainly because that its GMV growth is recovery. And they are also doing something to monetize this part of incremental GMV. So I think I would say that in terms of competitive landscape, definitely the China e-commerce is a highly competitive industry. But I think at least now, for the next 3 to 6 months, Baba is in a better position than its peers.
Shawn, I'm just curious, if Baba has now been upgraded to primary listing in Hong Kong, and if ultimately it gets onto the Stock Connect, then does it necessarily follow that there are better chances that Ant Group could be allowed to list in Hong Kong? Because that is really where, in financial services, that is really where the growth is.
Right. I think that it's probably a fair assessment that we can only say that increase the possibility that for Ant to be listed in Hong Kong. But I think that Ant Group has been relatively quiet for the past 2 or 3 years. I think because of the regulation, the other reason is that I think that for the internet finance seems that there hasn't been much a major movement of the whole industry. I think there definitely still a little bit increasing demand from customers to internet loan, and Ant has been doing a lot to try to be matched with the new regulatory environments. But I wouldn't have a specific guess of for example, Ant could be listed again. And the other thing that you probably notice is that Baba used to say that they are going to probably split up of its key businesses like cloud and a couple of other businesses and try to list them on stock market. It seems that they are pulling off the plan. So I think that everything is changing, and Baba's key strategy now is mainly about its e-commerce, because e-commerce is the largest part in Baba, and they're trying to ensure that the e-commerce business can survive in such a highly competitive landscape.